Hello everybody, my name is Nemo and welcome back to another Magic video. In this video we'll be taking a look at the white Weenie deck. This is basically what you're gonna see a lot in the metagame probably, so thought we may as well take a look at it. And we have actually, if you hadn't noticed yet, you have this practice duel option here, right? And if you go in there, you can actually set up to where you can choose the AI's deck, and you can have the AI play one of the decks that you have created. So you can choose to have the AI play one of those kinds of decks. So if you're really aiming for the leaderboards and stuff like that, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to have the AI play some of the more aggressive decks, or at least some of the better decks, and so you can get some test games in on that. Without actually screwing up your leaderboard position. So when trying to make decks, you can see how good they are before you have to take them online, right? Either way, so that's why that's a good reason to make these decks yourself and just check them out. So let's see what the white Weenie deck is going to be looking like mostly. So obviously there's a lot of different ways that you can make an aggressive deck. There's the red aggressive deck, there's a white aggressive deck, and there's a lot of different color pairings you can do with either of them. But I don't really see a reason why you would really need to get a second color in this case, because you've got cards like Paragon of New Dawns, which give all your white creatures +1/+1. You've got Hall of Triumph, which give all the creatures of your chosen color +1/+1. And honestly, the cards in just white are really powerful already, so I think the only card that doesn't have Convoke that is worth playing that is more than 4 mana is the Baneslayer Angel. Obviously, any deck that has white in it in this meta probably wants Baneslayer Angel in it, and there's a lot of really good demons and a lot of really good dragons in the game. Do note that this doesn't actually help against the Storm Dragon or whatever it's called, because that thing has protection from white. So you have protection from each other and they'll never meet in combat. How sad. So Brimaz, just a really good card. This is the white Weenie version of white. There's also a different version available where you just run auras with, let's see here, you got Hero of Arawis here. You've got Ordeal of Heliod, a really good aura, and then you've also got Armored Ascension, so all really good stuff. Actually, Phantom General could fit in this deck as well, because obviously I'm making a lot of tokens with Raise the Alarm, but I decided against it because I also have a lot of stuff that actually isn't a token, and that wouldn't get improved by Phantom General, and I already have a lot of actual buff effects like Hall of Triumph here. Inspired Charge for a temporary one, you've got Paragon of New Dawn, so I think we've got enough that we don't need to include the Phantom in general. So one thing to consider is maybe Armored Ascension or Ordeal of Heliod just should be in this deck anyway, regardless of the fact that we're running a token build and we want stuff like this mostly. Those cards are really good too, Ordeal of Heliod and Armored Ascension, so maybe they're just that good that they still fit in the deck. I don't know yet. Squadron Hawk is a notable card that I'm not running here. Just didn't really have room for it, and I think this deck is fast enough that we don't want the Squadron Hawk, because it does, it is a slow card. You have to spend 2 mana to get a 1/1 on the board, and as much card advantage as it is, you're still spending 2 mana just for the 1/1 every time, whereas you can spend 2 mana for 2 1/1s. And especially if you have cards that make those 1/1s bigger, then obviously the more efficient you can be, the better it is. So hopefully we can kill the opponent before the loss of card advantage by not running Squadron Hawk matters too much, basically. Reprisal, interesting card that we may or may not run in the final build, who knows. There's also Arrest if you want to go that route. And you got Swift Justice here if you would rather run some cheaper buff spells. Fortunately doesn't affect all of your dudes though. So yeah, that's basically what the deck looks like. Let's save and quit. I don't know why it's asking me that. I don't think I changed anything, but either way, let's get into a game and see how my opponents like getting beaten down by White Weenie. Alright, let's see. So, we're in the game. Got a Selfless Kafar. Jeez, I hate how I can just scroll to zoom out. And Triplicate Spirits. Not a huge fan of this, to be honest with you. Okay, I like this better. Look at that. Much easier to get these Triplicate Spirits out now. And the Seraph, I think, if I'm holding a Raise the Alarm. Reprisal is a card that is probably not too useful in the early stages of the game, so I like this a lot better. Yeah, I'll Raise the Alarm. I should have done it on his head, so I'm an idiot. Okay. TRKM. TRKM. He's also playing Raise the Alarm. So green, white tokens. That is what we can assume from this. Great, we drew a land. I'm actually pretty happy about that. He could also be playing Triplicate Spirits, but I know I am, so why would I attack? He's gonna arrest my 2/2 so he can swing in with his 1/1s. That's my assumption here. No. Okay, well. In that case, if I play this, I can draw. Play this, I get to draw one card. Please, I'll play the Seraph. Actually, that way I get to draw multiple cards after Triplicate Spirits next turn, rather than just one. Seems better to me. Plus, I still put that power on the board that the Triplicate Spirits is going to get me. Okay, well, we're looking at pretty much a mirror match, except he has green in his deck. We'll see how much that matters, I suppose. Hall of Triumph is interesting. Yeah, I don't want to tap that one. Not confirm. I could draw one more card, but I don't want to tap the guy that is probably keeping his dudes back. Okay. And I'll stay back with it. Because if he plays a Hall of Triumph or something similar, then all of a sudden I could be facing a lot of damage. Elder of Laurels, yeah, that is a good one in this deck. So, free cast 2/3, 4 mana. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. So basically make one of his dudes into a Seraph of the Masses. Okay, so we're gonna play this. And I guess Selfless Kafar, okay, sure. Let's see how much he blocks here. I want to be the guy who strikes first. I don't think he can kill me on the swing back. Go ahead. So I brought him to 2. So unless he kills me on the swing back, then I should be able to just win. So this thing is arrested and can't block. So he can do everything he wants to do to try and kill me here. So far he has 7 damage. Can you make it 20? Well, he doesn't have enough mana left over now to use the Elder, so I'm guessing I'm not gonna die. And I have 4 flyers to his 3, so guessing I'm good there too. Let's play Selfless Kafar. Okay, well he quit. Okay, so I was gonna kill him anyway. Better to be safe than sorry though. Better to be safe than sorry. Because who knows, if he has some kind of trick, maybe I would be screwed on the swing back. Alright, so yeah, these two can come in too. Sack one of those, and then I play this as an extra blocker, etc. But either way, he took lethal from my flyer. Actually went to -1 because I wanted to show. Or my plan would have been had he had a trick, but alright, let's see if we can find another match. Alright, welcome back. Well, we've got to raise the alarm, and again, this zooming out, really annoying. We've got a 2 Paragon of the New Dawns, which bump up my creatures, so I think we'll keep this one. Of course, we need a 4th land for the Paragon, but we also banished a Priest, which is a pretty good card. And I mean, 3 land hands are usually good enough. Yes. Good luck. Alright, looks like we're up against a red aggro. So let's see if we can win against the red aggro. This doesn't enter tap, does it? No. Alright. Sure, I'll play that. May as well gain some life. I have only 1 Radiant Fountain in the deck. Just because, why not? Right? I mean, in a monocolor deck, you might as well just add a Radiant Fountain. It's not like it's gonna cause a problem, because you want at least 2 lands anyway. I don't think I want to block with the Raise the Alarm, because then he just kills both my tokens. That would kind of suck. I think I just raise the alarm in a second here. If he pumps up his dudes, I block. Although of course he can use some kind of instant to pump his dudes after the block step, but if not, then well, if he pumps up his dudes, I probably can't trade well, so there's that. Okay, Fury of the Bitten on that thing, and there's a Goblin Bushwhacker. Right, so we can block now though, because otherwise I take like 8-10 damage here. That's too much, so I guess we have to just block here. Which kind of sucks for my Paragon of the New Dawns, but at the same time he can have his Paragons as well. So, I guess, well, no, there's not really a point in that. Maybe he's playing black and he can reanimate this thing or whatever. Like, it's better to just kill the tokens. I would expect that. It's not like I'm playing bounce or anything, so. Well, he doesn't have his mana open, so this is a good time to play the Banisher Priest and get rid of the Arsonist. There you go, boom. And let's pass the turn. Alright, so he is being the aggressor here. I think the red deck is faster than the white deck. So that makes sense that I would be on defense. Also because he had a Wonder Up and I didn't. And alright, well, I can't block. Get in there with your 1 damage. I sort of stabilized at 14 life, so that seems good to me. Pretty excited about that, and I have the Seraph of the Masses to win the late game. And which his deck. I think his deck should play less late game cards than I do. So let's just skip the turn. I think he's the beat down here, is what I'm saying. I think I'm sort of like the control deck in this matchup. I'm not playing a control deck, but that's what it comes down to in this matchup. And with the fact that I'm already down 14. Alright, well, shock on that. I mean, it's unfortunate, but that happens. We can play another Paragon. He has more tokens. If this guy lived, I could have played the Seraph of the Masses, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Of course, he can easily have more Goblin Bushwhackers or something like that. Alright, well, we have to play this. So I just draw a land next turn. I can play Seraph, but then it's like a 2-2, assuming that this guy dies. So that wouldn't be too useful to me. Kinda need some raise the alarms. Okay, coming in with everything. I assume there's some way to pump it. I wouldn't mind too much if he gets back his Goblin Arsonist. I assume he has some kind of trick, but I have to block anyway, because otherwise it takes too much damage. Trumpet Blast doesn't give him first strike, does it? So we just trade. Yeah, I mean, otherwise I would have been dead if I didn't block it or something. Alright, alright. Land, I can't do anything. That's not good. Drawing into these Seraphs of the Masses when I have to trade out my tokens is not a good thing. So now he can attack me for 4. Yeah, I mean, I can't really see a way out. And his last card is probably another shock. Just guessing. If not, like this Radiant Fountain saved me if somehow I get to win this, but there's no way. There's no way. It's not like I can make 5 tokens here. Yeah, that's a little late. That's a little late, buddy. GG. Alright. Well, that happens. Maybe I include less Seraphs of the Masses, who knows. But either way, it's an unfortunate thing. So let's just continue on to the next match, and I'll see you there. Alright. Okay, so we got a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Let's keep this one. Seems good. Yeah, so I am curious if the red aggressive deck is better than the white aggressive deck. It may just be. Thing is, white has better ways of continuing on into the mid game, whereas red is just all about the early aggressive stuff, most, I think. But I guess I could be wrong. Who knows? Who knows? I haven't played them that much. Like I just look at the cards that are available to each color, and that's the conclusions I make. Is that red seems to be faster, but may have less things to do in the mid game. Of course, you can also make it white-red. You can make a white-red deck. You can make white-green. All of these will be pretty aggressive decks. There's a True Fire Paladin. I can get first strike. So he may be playing the red-white. That's interesting. So this is +2/+0. Okay, so we may have to reprisal that. If he uses that ability, I probably will reprisal it. On the other hand, maybe I just don't really care and start dropping my Raise the Alarms because I have Inspired Charge. And I have this thing to sack. Goblin Rebel Master, gee. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'll just take the damage here. And now we shall Raise the Alarm and then use Banisher Priest. Hope that survives. Not extremely likely. Can also make 3 tokens. Nah. I think we need to deal with this Goblin Rebel Master because it's just too good. Look at this thing. So much text. It makes goblins. It attacks for as much power as you have other creatures attacking, and goblins get haste and all that stuff. So, and other goblins have to attack, but that's like whatever, because in that deck you want to attack anyways. Banisher Priest, I might banish a Priest. For real? For real. Alright, well. Good thing about this guy is, like the Goblin, you play him and the Goblin that you get off and immediately has haste too. Okay, so maybe we want to start trading, I don't know. I don't think so yet, because we need the tokens for the Convoke. Get our triplicate spirits out there, so I don't think we can afford to trade here. Okay, so we can play this and Raise the Alarm and then Convoke. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Confirm. 5 creature discount. There you go. Cast a spell for free. That's that achievement. Okay, so let's see. I don't think we can die here. Would be pretty lousy. Okay, so if he attacks with everything, do I block? Because I can use well, I can use Inspired Charge if I get the mana for it. And he has 2 blockers right now. So I would Inspired Charge for 9. He blocked this guy and this guy. And I get in for 3, 6. Yeah, like 12 plus 9, 21. So I could kill him if I take the damage, which is 7, 10. I think I just blocked this Rebel Master. Like, it's close, but I'm sure he has another play. So yeah, Baneslayer, well, that puts a stop to my stuff anyways. I have to reprisal now. Right, so I guess I do this before attacking. And then, do I charge with everything? If I do, then I can use this to give my guys +1/+1. So he blocks this thing. I deal him 2 times 4 is 8. So that's not a whole lot, and he's not really forced to block either. So I guess I have to stay back. Although I will attack with the flyer. That's all I can really do. That puts me in a bad position, I think. Block, 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 and just jump put this one here because I'm gonna sack it anyways. And he may have some kind of trick, so I'll just double block that one just to be sure it dies. Because otherwise he can easily pump this guy up and use it against me. So, there we go. Get rid of it now. Okay, well, that worked out pretty well. Pretty well. Tended Knight. So, another True Fire. Dang it, that means I still can't attack all out, and I have to... But he's out of cards, so that's the thing. We got the Inspired Charge here. So let's see, I could Inspire Charge this turn. Which would... Yeah. It would mean that one of my guys dies either way. I think it's probably worth waiting another turn. Or trying to use this as a combat trick on his attack. So let's just pass here and try and get him with this. Inferno Fist. That gives him shock as well. That means he can now shock down this guy and get back his True Fire Paladin unless I Inspire Charge in a reaction. But I mean that probably wouldn't be good because then he just doesn't attack and it still shocks it. Hopefully he attacks and tries to Inferno Fist. So let's see. Block here. He can use it to give it first strike once. So I double block it and do I have to chump that? Like I could also just chump the 4/2 and then take the 4 damage and attack back for not enough. Okay, yeah, no. I think we double block this one, we block there, and then we Inspire Charge, then he kills my... Oh shit, he paused the timer. Damn it, he was gonna use this. He was gonna use the shock. I should have waited. No, he doesn't. Alright. Huh. Wow, he didn't use it in response. I was so expecting... Well, it doesn't really matter. He can still do it now, so... so I've got 4 plus 4 is 8. So... I can attack one dude and play the Seraph. I guess I should have done it pre-combat, because now if during combat he kills my Banished Priest, I can play the Seraph, which is just really dumb. Hopefully he doesn't do that. That would suck. Alright, there's a 5/5. Say go. He can actually kill my Seraph with this guy, if he figures it out. Because the first strike works pretty well with that ability. If he first strikes and then uses the shock of the... because this is what I'm talking about, the Infernal Fist enchantment. Gives a dude +2/+0 and he can sacrifice it to basically shock something. Ouch, this thing has protection from white. God. Storm Breath Dragon, that's why I wanted to end him quickly, but yeah, maybe red is just better than white. Or at least the aggro. Because, yeah, I mean that is big game, but it's only one card though. Okay, so I'm dead next turn, can I kill him? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing no. Pretty sure not, because he's at 17. Maybe if he doesn't block. Six, 9. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Maybe he'll try to kill me by attacking with these two, just to be fancy. And then I can save myself, raise the alarm. Yep, okay. Well, that means I can't kill him on the swing back anyways, but... Yep, okay, well... I guess red aggro may be better than white aggro, who knows. I'm more interested in how it works with the rest of the metagame than how it works against the red aggro, but... Because I think the white aggro probably has a better matchup against the rest of the field, but who knows. Because Stormwrath Dragon is pretty good against most control decks anyways. But again, that's a one-of, and we've got Baneslayer Angel, which is also really good. Yeah, well, hope you guys enjoyed anyways. My name's been Nemo. My name will still be Nemo next time. I'll see you then.